Section 3. You will hear a conversation between two students about a joint presentation of a case study. First, you have some time to read through questions 14 to 18. Now, listen carefully and answer questions 14 to 18.
So, Kate, let's go over the content for our presentation on perceptions of women in executive roles. What will we do first?
Okay. Well, first, why don't you introduce the main focus of the case study, James?
Sure, that's fine. And maybe I can also explain why we chose to do our research in only one city. What should I say about that?
Well, it was so that we can compare our study with those done in other locations. We can see if the cultural differences in different places play a role in the outcome.
Yes, it seems that culture made a big difference. We can bring that up in the analysis part of the presentation. And once the introduction is done, I will provide a sample of our survey so that people understand how we approach the topic of women in executive roles. I can offer an explanation of our research methods also.
Sounds good. And next, let's see. If you want, I can present the data we got from the survey. I'll describe how female executives perceived their roles and how other co-workers perceived them. I thought there weren't too many discrepancies between those two viewpoints.
No, I think there were some differences. But one similarity I thought was very interesting was how employees and colleagues of the women we surveyed were so uninterested in the importance, or should I say necessity, of the women's roles. I got the feeling from the data that female executives were seen to have been given
just token positions, right? Rather than well-deserved roles. I agree. That was especially true among males surveyed, and that should be an important portion of the presentation. You could present the analysis of our findings and include that point. There's quite solid evidence that women are still not taken seriously in the workplace. We like to think that we treat men and women the same, but there certainly is evidence that there are very few female executives in comparison to males.
Right. The relevance of the study is that it gives tangible examples of how we haven't achieved fairness in terms of job opportunities or treatment in the workplace.
And it also points to the underlying social stigma around women and professionalism that society needs to overcome. We have to do a discussion part after the presentation as well, right? Perhaps we can discuss ideas about how businesses can make efforts to create workplaces that promote equality for women.
No, we don't have to. The discussion portion is optional. But I think you're right. I think that would be an excellent topic for those attending the presentation to discuss. Could you be the facilitator for that?
I can do that. Well, it seems that we have everything we need.
You now have 15 seconds to check your answers.